Hello, my loyal subjects. Heather Blossom here, and welcome to my first review of an actual episode of My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic. Since we're currently in between seasons, I have the golden opportunity to review any episode of my choosing, so why not cover the most recent addition to my favorites, Power Ponies.
Boo! You stink!
Okay. I know Power Ponies isn't the most popular episode of Season 4, but it's far from the worst. I find most people's complaints about it is that it's pandering, pointless filler, and another Spike episode no one asked for. Then again, most people admit to feeling more indifferent toward this episode rather than outright hating it. Why is that? And why am I not the same way? Let me address people's issues with the episode, as it may answer these questions on its own. Is it pointless filler? I remind you again, this is one of my favorite episodes of Season 4, and I say, yeah, kinda. At its core, this was supposed to be a Spike episode, one where he learns he's not just the universe's punching bag used for a gag here and there. He's a productive friend of the main Six's inner circle, but as we see through the rest of the season, that didn't hold up so well.
Surprise instead with something kind. Lo and behold, you may
Man, it's like the writers just shouted, "Psych! You'll always be a loser! No one will ever take you seriously!" Not to mention, this episode was also not a key episode, so it didn't feed into the overarching plot. This may also be why people were so quick to call it filler. This was early on in the season, and at that point, even though we were still chewing on Flight to the Finish, fans wanted a strong episode that would clue them in on what to expect in the finale. Luckily, the first key episode came like 2 weeks later, so we avoided a global-scale riot. Now, was it pandering?
Yep.
Sweet Celestia, how did they know just what a comic book fan like me wanted before I even had a clue this would happen? Let me retrace my steps. I love comic books, and not just the My Little Pony series published by IDW, but I have the first fragging issue of Lobo and the Crisis on Infinite Earths in a shoebox filled with other precious colored panel treasures next to my bed. Heck, 2 of my favorite animated series of all time are Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes and Justice League Unlimited, so I think I'm obligated to call myself a comic book fan. The references nourished me. The Maniac was like the Joker and Dr. Octopus had a pony love child, which I'm sure is the premise of a fanfic somewhere out there. And did I also mention I like puns?
Well, this has been quite the mane-raising experience. But I really must be going.
I love puns. Yeah, alright. I admit I like the episode purely for its comic book setting. I don't care that Twilight is suddenly sucky at magic. I don't care that Fluttershy is more enraged by the mistreatment of a Firefly than her own friends. I don't care that Spike's conflict may very well be pointless, and I don't care the comic book's existence is questionable at best. This episode was fun. Silly, awesome, pointless, fun. And when is fun ever a bad thing? Don't answer that. I know, it's when some pony gets hurt, and since nobody was seriously injured, I win. Shut up. I'm Heather Blossom, and who else wants to read some Power Pony fanfiction?